I will get a copy of it. Thank you, because then I can do the minutes later.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
Morning,
first of
friend.
all, I would like to request all of you to mute the microphone. If you want to say something, maybe you can show us in the participant and raise hand. All right. Otherwise, we so many talking, and then we cannot record properly. In the meantime, I would like to check our council member, board member, Raymond. So
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sontia come. Sontia here already. Let me check. Supani attend. Tanio.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
Can we start the meeting now, or we have to wait until 10 o'clock? Upon not yet. Upon.
Not all the member already here.
Upon. Session.
Yeah, Jason. Contact, where is Jason?
Jason?
Yeah.
Should be in now. Should be in. Doesn't matter. I'm here. It's okay.
Okay.
Hi, Achana. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? Fine. How are you?
I give you 5 minutes to say something informal, unofficial. 5 minutes, and then I will start official meeting. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk together. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Unofficial, not record.
Okay.
No
Okay.
see.
Okay. It's a long time to see all of you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Prof. Suprani, probably we can type our name and the institution on the chat box so that later Dr. Kok will get the right spelling of our names for
Yeah, that can be on the chat, right?
Yeah, in the chat.
In the chat tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, can write.
Just mention your name and also the institution so that Dr. Kok will get the right information.
Okay, I will start first, Achara.
Yeah. So we use the 5 minutes. This. Write your name.
President,
and university.
am I joining the meeting?
Who?
President?
Who said that?
Yes, Dr. Rebecca, we can see you, we can hear you.
Rebecca,
you choose stay in the close room. Otherwise,
but I think Dr. Rebecca's connection is not stable.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the region is always not stable.
Sorry, can I just butt in here because I can see on screen. I think most of everybody I'm okay, except can I just ask, I think, is it Dr. Liliati from Binaguna? Is it Liliati, correct?
Yes. Liliani Bina from Binaguna.
I think I have her name from the previous record. From previous record, so it's okay. Just Haryadi, right?
Haryadi, yes, a participant from Medan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Liliana Puspasari, I'm okay. I think Dr. Fabriani Faja Ekawati, I'm okay. I can see her there, right? Am I correct? I think maybe, is it Dr. Haryadi, maybe can you put in WhatsApp, because I think put in the chat group, because I don't have your name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's Dr. Haryadi and Dr. Oliver Palm, is this?
Oliver Palm from Tonduk Tang University.
I see Oliver Palm. So I see Oliver Palm, Faculty of Sports Science. Okay. Mustafa.
Mustafa is the operator.
Oh, I don't need his name, right?
Hmm.
Liliana, I'm okay. I'm still back to, can I get, I am not getting Dr. Haryadi.
Is this person the council member?
Is Haryadi a doctor?
No, it's a guest.
Okay,
where
so
is
I
he?
think I think the key is to make sure the at least the council members they are in all of them, and you capture the name. I think there's
yeah,
those are 13.
I think only Dr. Sontaya, are you on? Dr. Chi, sorry. I see, if you see Dr. CSG, there is Dr. Chi Chen Soon from UPM, who will be taking over Amin and myself.
Oh, Dr. Chi Chen Soon, right?
Yes.
The background is Air Asia, right?
Yes, he's a representative of Air Asia.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hi, Dr. Chi.
Welcome, Dr. G.
Dr. Chi, welcome.
I can't see his face. Where's Dr.
Oh.
With Air Asia at the background.
Oh, background, okay.
Can she?
I'm sorry, just a moment.
I didn't see her. I haven't seen her.
Who's
Can
her?
she-
Him. It's a him. It's a very handsome Miss Dr.
Oh,
Chi.
I thought. Oh, sorry.
Him.
Him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a moment, please, before we get too excited over what Dr. Chi looks like. Just to confirm, Dr. Oliver Palm. I see Dr. Oliver Palm, and he is different from Dr. Pandana. There's another one. There are two from Vietnam.
From
One
Vietnam.
more, Miss Antran. Just
Okay.
enter.
I think I will probably refer to Prof. Tandio for the guest list, and I will just confirm the council. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think what happens now is I just need to confirm, is Dr. Sontaya on? I see.
She's on?
I don't see him. I see his name. Is he on?
He's
Here.
on because he's texted in the chat box.
Handsome Dr. Sontaya is on. Okay, all right. I see.
Okay.
He's still walking.
No, he's there. He's there. Oh, he's walking.
Yeah.
Sit
Okay.
down, Dr. Sontaya. Sit down. Okay.
Sit down now.
Apon is here.
Apon.
Okay.
Apon is here. Hi, Apon.
Session.
Apon.
Session.
Hello.
Hi.
He's on.
Hi.
Okay, I think
Apon. New style. Apon, you a new style.
Yeah, I'm a new side now.
Oh, you look young.
okay, I think it's the time, 10 o'clock. So for our solution for this meeting, I would like all of you to mute microphone.
Okay.
If you want to say something, you can raise your hand. All right. So I would like to control the time. We have a time like 10 to 12. That's it. So we have so many agenda today to carry on our Acpes Council. So first of all, I would like Dr. Lien Jikop to call the name only Acpes Council board member, please.
Yes, just a moment here. I just need the list. Sorry, from what I can see, I have Dr. Suprani,
Yes.
Prof. Tandio, Dr. Achara, Dr. Rebecca, Dr. Henny, Dr. Raymond, Dr. Sontaya, Ms. Ani Maslina, Dr. Zayton,
I'm here.
Dr. Apon, Dr. Kokunte, and myself. Yeah, I think that's about it. Is that all?
Right.
I think I got
Yes.
all the council members are on. Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
please, Professor Tanio, for our guest.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to introduce our guest this morning. First, from Ton Duc Tang University, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, represented by Miss Pan Dan Na, Mr. Oliver Pan, and also Miss An Tran. Then we also have Mr. Dr. Haryadi from Medan State University, Mr. Setio Hartarto, Dean of Faculty of Sport Science from Surabaya State University. We also have Ms. Febriani, PhD, from UNS Solo, represent the Faculty of Sport Science in Solo. And I don't know. I see Miss Resti. Can you introduce yourself, please? Who is Miss Resti?
Professor Tandio.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm a delegate by Dr. Setio Hartarto from Surabaya State University.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, who is speaking? Who's speaking?
It's Al Arda.
Sorry.
Can you turn your video, please?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Oh.
Even you stay alone, you still have a mask?
Yes. We have to wear the mask all the time. The condition in our city is not good.
I see.
Resti. Your name is Resti? Sorry?
No. This is the account belong to my friend, so the computer's friend. So I need to change the name first.
Okay, what is your name, sir?
It's Al Arda.
Arda.
Yes.
Okay. So, and also we have Mr. Dr. Mahalul Asam, our Vice Dean from Semarang. Yeah, I see. I think it's all. Our guest is, I already mentioned.
Yeah, the only one, like I said, additional is Dr. Chi Chen Soon, because like I said, he will be replacing us.
Sorry, one more. Muhammad Arif Al Arda. This is
me.
This is okay. Okay, you confused me because you changed your name several times. Okay. Lian, back to you.
Good morning. I think currently I will, I think my request, everybody mic off, please, except for Prof. Tandio, Dr. Suprani, Prof. Tandio, and probably myself. Okay? Everybody else, if you don't mind, please, can you switch off your mic until you have something to say? And then I will, Dr. Suprani will be handling the meeting. Today, we have requested Prof. Tandio to please record this entire meeting so that the minutes will be easier to handle. And I will just be prompting Dr. Suprani regarding a few issues that may arise. Thank you. Back to you, Dr. Suprani.
Okay. Let me follow according to the meeting agenda that I have sent to you already. The first is the President's report. I would like to say that at the beginning, in the early this year, we plan to have an Acpes Board Council member meeting in Thailand during the last week of April. But because of the COVID-19 approach, every country, not even in the ASEAN, but around the world. So we have to postpone our mid-year meeting as we do it usual every year. Anyway, we still try to have a meeting, and then we set up today for the half-year meeting for our council board members today. Secondly, we also, SWU plan to host Acpes conference this year, this coming September. But you know that still have a problem about the COVID-19. So SWU also postponed Acpes conference this year as well. That is the President report. So I would like all of you, if you have any case to report, please let us know, but not long story. Thank you very much. Who else would like to report something regarding our Acpes council members? No, no one. Okay. If no one report, I would like to step to the second item. We discussion and adoption of minutes of the previous meeting. Back to Dr. Lian, please. I sent the minute to all of you already 2 hours ago. So please check also in the WhatsApp. Please, Dr. Lian.
Yes, okay. Good morning, everybody. I think, well, if you have it with you, I wouldn't need to share it, but if you want me to share it, it's also possible. So Dr. Subrani, do I need to, or shall I just run down the items? You want me to share the minutes online?
If how about everybody would like to let Dr. Lian share the minute, or you read it yourself? Okay, maybe you share, Dr. Lian.
Better to share.
Just give me a moment. Wait, I've lost my, just a moment. I will share, and yeah, coming up soon now. Okay, we should be on. Can we see it?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start from the top. Of course, I think, can we just have a quick look? So according to my attendance list, only Dr. Ko and Prof. Amin were not present. Everybody else was there. Dr. Ko Kuntek, are you okay with that? Am I correct? I think so.
It's represented by NTU is represented. Right?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
So I just, the record is correct. Huh?
Yep.
Then for invited participants, I think for those of you who are there, can you just have a quick look that I didn't leave anybody out?
Mm-hmm.
But I think should be okay. All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, all right. Page 2, we'll go to the opening speech and the president's report. I think it's just very brief, basically about thanking Prof. Tandio. And then we confirmed and adopted the previous minutes as proposed by Dr. Rebecca and seconded by Ms. Ani Mazlina. Okay, then we had the report by the organizing chairperson for Acpes 2019, Prof. Tandio. So I think these were the questions that I got. So maybe we'll just pause here for about 30 seconds to see if the report by the organizing chairperson, any issues there, Prof. Tandio? I think it's all sorted out because everybody has received their e-copy, I believe, for those who published. Yeah, okay. All right, then we had a report by Dr. Sontaya as the organizing chairperson for this year. I think that was just a brief report, and everything was carried out. I think what Prof. Tandio said to have proceedings published was done. Then we had a show for SWU during the dinner. I still remember that one. Okay. So then we have admission of new members. And I think we accepted College Bina Guna Medan. Dr. Liliana is here today. But Dr. Liliana will not be a board member until we hold our election. Okay. So Dr. Sri Rizeki, anyway, the two of them were the representatives. Okay, then we spoke a little bit about universities that had branch campus. So we have MSU, IIT, and UITM Malaysia. So it was adopted at that meeting that these two branch universities should apply on their own. So we could have one university, but they would be represented by two different groups. I think that was the last resolution for this. Okay. So two universities there again, I repeat, UITM and MSU. So because MSU also has Marawi City, and Dr. Miriam Aman will send her participants later. Okay. So if nothing there, we'll move on. Affiliation with the International Council of Sports Science and Physical Education. ICSSPE. We had Dr. Catherine Conan with us last year, and we could join them. The next committee could decide to join them, and the benefits from that is we based on paying membership, we could actually get some research grants and get some help from this group. And then after that, the meeting was adjourned. So could I please ask for somebody who was at the meeting that day to propose that the minutes be accepted? Can somebody don't forget to unmute and then just state.
Jason.
Okay,
from
thank
NTU.
you. Okay, thank you. And this will be seconded by
Annie.
I second the motion. Rebecca.
Oh, sorry, I think I heard Annie first. Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah, Andy and Rebecca. Yes.
I just
Yeah,
need one.
I said second the motion.
Yeah, sorry, I got Annie's name first because Annie said Annie named first. Okay, all right, thank you. So I think that is second agenda done, Madam President. So back to you for agenda 3, which is the change of constitution.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Lian, and thank you very much, everybody, to adopt and accept our minute. So we go to the section number 3 about change of the constitution. Item 7.1.2. Dr. Lian, would you mind to share?
Yeah. Sorry, just a moment. I will go to, let me pause the share first. Stop share. Okay, back to you. Thank you.
Okay, so on this case, I would like to discuss with all of you about our constitution, especially number 7, item number 7.1.2. Do you have a constitution in your hand?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I will share screen again.
Okay.
I will share. Just a moment. I will get to that part where. Well, sorry, you will see in my my constitution there are some parts in red because we sort of ended quite abruptly. So I will show you what I have. Just a moment again. Back to. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, just this part here.
Yes. Dr. Cock, can you make it bigger? Zoom in? Yeah, a bit.
Make it. Yeah.
Just like, will this
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good.
Okay, that's good. We can see it now.
All right. So can I continue on this discussion? Especially number 7, Executive Council. The authority of the Council shall be vested in the annual general meeting and subject to this authority. The Executive Council shall conduct affairs of the Council. 7.1. The Management Committee shall comprise the following office bearers. First, 1 President. Second, 1 Vice President. Third, 1 Honorary Secretary General. Fourth, 1 Honorary Treasurer. And fifth, 1 Executive Council member from each member university or affiliate. In this case, I would like to propose to have change 7.1.2 from 1 Vice President to 2 Vice President. And I would like Dr. Lian to explain clearly about the meaning of 2 Vice President for the publication, or please.
Okay, thank you. So if I'm going to type it here so that you can see what we are proposing. So instead of 1 down here, what we like to propose that is it becomes 2. Okay, so this is the one that we are going to change. If it's accepted, it will be 2, of which the first 1 Vice President, we will have a VP for I think the other day we were saying, it is research and publication. And then we will have a VP in charge of
Development.
Yeah, no, I think there was another word. Dr. Kong, could you just repeat? Yeah,
professional development.
Thank you. Right. Okay, so now the suggestion is that we have these two. The point is that we find that we need to move somewhere. Can I just give a little brief, just a summary of what we've gone through? I think we are already into our probably 11th year, 11 to 12th year. And when we started off as 3 universities only, NTU, Singapore, SWU, Thailand, and UPM, Malaysia. From then to now, it's been 11 years. And what we see that we've managed to do is to improve the ASEAN network. We have improved, we have increased, and I think most of us are happy to see many more universities joining us today. But we need to move on from here. I think from previous meetings, we have also suggested that we wanted to look at research, we wanted to look at professional development, which means whole courses and things like that. In order to do that better, so one of the suggestions given was that we now have 2 vice presidents, with one in charge of research and publication and another in charge of professional development. Now these 2 vice presidents will then form their subcommittees, and then hopefully we'll be able to bring this platform, the Acpes platform, further, and we will, we have another target to reach now, which I think most associations need to do. So I think this is what now we would like the council members to think about and see if you can approve this. Okay, thank you, Dr. Suprani.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Lien and Dr. Khun Thek. So as you hear about 7.1.2, we would like to change from 1 vice president to 2 vice president for research and publication, and vice president for professional development. So I would like to call off you to say something about this, or agree or not agree, please. Dr. Rebecca.
Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Yeah, Dr. Achara. Dr. Khun Thek. Are you agree?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. How about anybody? Session, Tending you?
Yes. Yeah, can I say something? Yeah.
Yes, please.
The current VP, what is his role or her role? Because we need to know exactly what is the current VP role versus the one that we're going to propose. Whether the current one, the VP, is holding both the professional development and also research.
Okay, if you, I've scrolled down to the page. If we can see now, under 9, we've actually got the role, the duties of all the office bearers. And the vice president currently is quite vague also, because the vice president assists the president and assumes the functions of the president at any instance that the president is unable to carry out his or her function. So now we will need, probably because of the change, if we agree to a change in 7.1.2, we would probably also have to change 9.2.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. I think I support this move to have 2 VPs.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
President, can I also jump in at this juncture?
Yes.
I think later on, this is just I think the proposed those are specific appointment tied to certain area. That's why I think President I mentioned early on, and I think the Secretary also mentioned. I think if we want to really move the council forward, I think first of all, as a council, we need to be very clear what are the areas that we want to move on. And then it is my belief that every university, 13 of us currently, each of us will have our strength. So in order to actually move the council forward, I think it's important to recognize each university's strength, and then give that particular university or empower that particular university with the appointment, so that the university can then rope in whatever network that he or she has to then do something for the council. So president, maybe now we're talking of the vice president, two position, and these are the specific role. Later on, council may think that there are other potential area again that we have the strength to build on it. Then you may want to also consider amending the constitution for the long-term good of the council. So that is that's my view. So currently, you're looking at just a two vice president position with specific role. Later on, you may find that there are other positions that council member may think that is also can be considered, that maybe perhaps we can use this opportunity to consider and then to amend it at the same time, so that it actually facilitate those people that come on board to bring the council forward. Thanks, President.
Okay, thank you very much. So any other comment, discussion about this? So I assume that everybody support to change 7.1.2, and then we will change the roles, vice president role again in 9.2. All right.
My suggestion, Madam President, maybe what I can do is to get the help of a few others. We will come up with a wording for 9.2 for now, and then we will send it maybe via email so that everybody can have a look and see if there are more suggestions. Will that be all right?
Okay, yes, yes. And the constitution will affect today or when, Dr. Lian? Because we plan to have the election also, and then we adopt this constitution, right?
I think currently nobody is saying no, rather than asking one by one. So whoever's in the council currently, is there anyone not agreeable to this? Because I think it should run immediately. We can, because if it's adopted today, we can, and it will affect the coming election, meaning that in the coming election we will vote for two VPs.
Okay. So
all
everybody
say yes. All say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. So we move to the next agenda. That is the nomination of representative of member universities. Before Dr. Lian talking about the nomination of representative of member university, I would like to say something that our board members start from 2018. That is start from, I think, Malaysia, right? That year Malaysia hosts UPM hosts a conference, and we have an election, and I got the election to be a president, and then the term might be finished 2020. We expect to have the election during the Acpes conference in Thailand this year, but as you know that we could not make it this year. But before, according to our constitution, I would like to call everybody to have an election before we have Acpes conference next year. I hope that everybody will agree with me on this case. So for the agenda number 4, I would like Dr. Lian again to let us know how we can have a nomination of representative for member university, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Suprani. I just need to confirm the members. You see, because in the current constitution, we have 11 universities, because that is including College Bina Guna Medan. All right. So we now have 10 universities, and just give me a moment to reconfirm. So for each university, however, there is only one vote. Okay. So what we have is, that means we have 10 member universities who will nominate one representative who will vote at the election. So for instance, if currently, if I ask SWU, and they would need to inform us during this meeting who will be the voting person on election day, right? And election, in a little while, we will also give a briefing. In a little while, we will inform everybody how election will be carried out. But every university has only one person who will be able to vote. And if we go by the current board, what will happen is that we will only, when we vote, and we have 10 universities, so if we have the chairman, then we have the 2 VPs, there will be 3 people, then we have the treasurer, that will be 4, and it is in the president's call to decide who her secretary general is. All right, so that will not be voted for. So out of the 4, there will be 6 member universities left who will automatically become board members. Am I correct, Dr. Suprani?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so whoever is not voted in as the chairperson, the vice president, the president, the 2 vice presidents, and the treasurer, they will become board members. All right. So now what we need to do is to ask the universities currently to please name their representatives for election. Can I please start with SWU?
Yes, I propose Dr. Sontaya, representative from SWU, to vote the election.
Okay. Then, sorry, I will go to UPM. As like I said, it will be taken over by Dr. Chi. Dr. Chi Chen Soon. All right, and then can I please request for NTU now to inform NTU?
Yeah, I will vote.
Okay, that's Dr. Ko, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment. UNES?
I will vote.
Prof. Tandio, Kasesat? Kasesat,
yes, I'm what?
Dr. Achara, just a moment. MSUIIT, Dr. Rebecca, who's going to vote for you, for your university?
Do I have to recommend one, or can I?
No, I think you should confirm one, because after this we'll be giving the briefing about the election, and this named person will be voting, nobody else.
Okay, I'll be recommending Professor Ruvi Bukad.
That means he will be voting, not you.
Yeah.
Rebecca, you should be voting.
That's
Okay,
right.
You should be voter.
I understand I'm the one who will vote because
You
I'm the
are.
only one representing our university. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
So is Dr. Rebecca, all right?
Yeah, I'll be the one because I don't have any.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's up to you to inform us who it is, that's all.
Yeah. I'll volunteer to be the one to vote for our university.
Okay, never mind. So it's Dr. Rebecca, right? UITM?
Ani Mazlina.
Okay, thank you. MSU?
Yeah, Apon will be vote.
Okay, Dr. Apon. ITE?
Come on.
Yes, myself. Thank you.
Dr. Raymond?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
I'll be voting.
And then
Yes.
we will have college. Sorry, let me get the name correct again. Just a moment. Okay, this is College Bena Guna Medan. Do you have an acronym I can use?
Yes, I have.
What is the acronym? CBG.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
CBG?
Okay.
Boleh pakai CBG? College Bena Guna CBG?
Bisa. Okay.
Bisa? Boleh? Okay. So Dr. Liliana?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Liliana Puspa Sari. All right. So if I'm correct, did I leave anybody out? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 names, correct? All good? Hello?
Yes.
Did I get kicked out? Okay, thank you. Back to Dr. Suprani. I've got the 10 names. Shall I just read them again?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yes.
SWU will be represented by Dr. Sontaya, UPM by Dr. Kichen Soon, NTU by Dr. Kokun Tek, UNES by Prof. Tandio, Kasesat by Dr. Achara, MSU IIT by Dr. Rebecca, UITM by Ms. Ani Mazlina, ITE by Dr. Raymond Ong, MSU by Dr. Apon Gopa, and College Benaguna, Dr. Liliana Puspasari. Okay?
Okay. So right now we have a representative from university already, and then we will confirm again how we vote for the president or for the election. So we move to number 5, information regarding election of board members. So Dr. Lian again, please.
Yes. Thank you. I think this one maybe Prof. Tandio, are you on?
Yeah.
Are you going to, you will be doing the, you'll be preparing the Google documents for election?
Sorry?
Election, when we are having the election, you will be doing the Google documents,
Okay.
right? Okay.
Later, right? Not now.
Yeah, not now, not now. There's no election.
I will prepare.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Just to confirm, there is no election today. All right. So today we're just going to inform everybody. So now that we have the 10 names who are going to do the voting, so Prof. Tandio and her team will prepare the document, and we will let everybody know the date of election. So because this is a bit unusual, it doesn't go like the normal election where we meet each other and we say, I propose so and so, and then somebody seconds and so on. I think this is one time we need to vote and we go by the highest number of count for that post. Is that agreeable to everyone? I'll just give a briefing and then we'll wait for you guys to give some feedback to see if you agree, okay? So now there will be a Google document sent to the 10 people who are going to vote, all right? So when the first page comes, for instance, it will inform you that you are going to vote for the president. And the president, there will be like a MCQ list, but all 10 names will be there. So you can vote for anyone to become the president for the term 2021 to 23? No, 2020
to 22.
Yeah, 2020 to 22. Okay, so you choose one name. Then we will see from the entire 10 who has the highest number of votes. Okay, for instance, I'm not going to go if there's going to be 5 versus 5 yet. We'll just hold that first. Huh? So then you come to the second page. The second page, for instance, will be Vice President 1. Vice President, sorry, not 1. Vice President for, what was it we say again? For research and publication, okay? Then again, there will be 10 names, okay? All right? Then and so on for the next Vice President, and then the last one will be for Treasurer. Now, automatically, once we get the numbers for those 4, the other 6 will become board members. The only thing will be the Secretary General. That will be in the hands of the elected president to decide who her secretary will be. Okay, so this is what we four of us had a discussion that day to think that this is the way we need. Whatever it is, we don't think anything is going to happen for Acpes for the rest of the year unless it's online. Okay, most of our borders are still closed, so we don't see us being able to meet except online. So, but with the election, we cannot wait. We need to let Acpes carry on. We need to see how it moves from here. Okay, so now I'll give it back to the Madam Chairman to control. And then if anybody has any comments, please raise your hand to Madam Chairman.
Any comment about information regarding election board members? If
no
no
comment
one
at all, it's okay.
So we go on the form as Dr. Lian have said. All right?
Yes.
Okay.
And not only the form, Madam, I think would you like to have a rough idea with everybody what is the targeted date? When do you think we will be having this?
You mean the time?
Yeah, what date? When will we send this form out for the actual election to run?
Yeah. Professor Tanillo, when you are ready for the form?
When I should send the form? Next week.
Next week?
On next week?
Next week?
Wednesday.
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 You send the form to Dr. Lien, or you will send the form to the representative?
To Dr. Lien.
Okay.
Oh, me?
The secretary. Okay.
Okay. Actually, I don't think it's necessary because you see, Prof. Tandio, if you're actually in your hands now, you are our VP currently, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we can, yeah. Can you just run it?
I will
You run it and
the
tally.
person who have. Yeah, okay. Okay.
You see, what we need to do is to make sure you have the tally, and the tally must be reported. So that means after the election, we can say the form will be sent out on that day. You give how many hours for everybody to vote, all right? And then the results will come out, and we need to have a meeting when the results come out. That's it. Or the new chairman has to, I think you need to tell the old council that this is what has happened, and then that the new council is so and so, and then you need to have a new meeting after that. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Excuse me, Dr. Cox.
Yes.
The report will be automatically
and accept.
So to the President and Secretary General. Okay?
Yeah, I think also was correct.
I think so.
Yep.
So can I conclude?
Good.
Dr. Apon, want to say something, ma'am?
I mean, when we have the board, we have the three positions important, right? So, or we push the highest, like Dr. Cox said that. I mean, the first position is about the president and the vice president number 1 and vice president number 2, or we ranking the number highest. The second one is for the vice president or the third president, the vice president number 1 and number 2, or we have the box that we vote in each position. Which one is the best?
I think Dr. Apon has brought up a very important issue, because the other day we need to look at this, because like for instance, I will not be involved in the voting, but if I'm involved in the voting, I must tell myself I cannot vote Dr. Achara for 4 positions. You see? So if I voted Dr. Achara for 1, the next one must be, so I cannot repeat that name. That's one way. But there is still a possibility of tie results. Tied score, same score. Okay, so that is what we need to talk about now. And Dr. Apon has brought up one, and I'm wondering, with her background in management and organizing this, maybe do you have any idea what's the best way we can do to make sure that the numbers are easily handled?
So my idea is, if because Dr. Tanio will do in Google Form, right? In Google Form, you can push the position 1, president, and the second one is vice president number 1 and president number 2. And when you one is to do different time. After we have the president, and then we select the vice president, so that don't repeat the name that already have the votes.
Yes, I think I get what you're saying. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? So what you're saying is either on the form, we say we have all the names and we only need 1 page. That means we choose the person we choose for president, we put that person number 1. The person for vice president research, we put number 2, and so on, correct? And then and then the rest we don't have to do. Another way, never mind, patience, Dr. Achara, just a while. Another way is to have a meeting. Like you said now, we can also do that. It can get a bit confusing, but it can also be done this way, meaning during the meeting, we can verbally vote. We can still do that. What we can do the Google form for is nomination. We can also do
that. I think this one also good. When for example, if we have the president can be selected who can work with that president, right? So when we have the meeting, it will be, I think, will be a good idea if the president can be choose or selected the vice president that who can work with that president during the meeting. Or this one also have the option, I think. Yeah.
Can I jump in?
Yes, please.
Okay. In fact, Friday we just had an e-election here locally. Okay. So I think there are some uncertainty which we didn't cover previously. So I think it's good. I think now we all actually kind of anticipated. my suggestion is, because there are a lot of possibility. So you use Google form, maybe for example, you nominated this person, then when you actually kind of, review the result, the person may or may not feel comfortable taking up. Then you have a problem having to, reshuffle the whatever position again. So I think the cleaner way is, find, appropriate time, about an hour or so, do this kind of voting, just like the normal one. Instead of face-to-face, you do the E. And then you still go through your, your proposal, your seconder, and whoever actually have nominated, he or she doesn't want to take it up, then we can straight away jump on to the next one. But if you are doing the Google form, that will not give you the flexibility, then you probably will need additional time to do that. That would be my suggestion.
So any other suggestion? Achala?
Yes. Dr. Ko, are you saying that what we can do is to actually do nominations face to face, or and see whether there's acceptance, and then after that we do the voting?
Yeah. I think then you can just one session, you finish everything, because now you need to do the Google form, certain you need to invest some time, and then subsequently whatever thing that come up may not be, the actual, people, because they say there are some uncertainty. We wouldn't know what happened if there's a tie. Then what are we going to do, right? What happened, let's say someone's nominated and you say, I decline, I don't want that position. So these are possibility, right? So we then have to quickly find a replacement to sub that position.
So we just call another meeting for involving the 10 people.
It's just mainly for the election. That will solve everybody issue. You finish this thing and then you can move on. That would be my suggestion. Yeah, thank you.
Or even we can have an election today.
Yeah, all 10 are on.
Yeah.
The rest who are not involved, maybe we just move out. And just stay quiet and don't say anything. Then the other 10, the 10 will just do it today.
Yeah.
Would that be all right?
Yes. If everybody agrees, so we can do it today. So not waste time, because all of us here already and 10 representatives are also here in this meeting. Are you okay?
Yes, I agree. Yes.
The rest?
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, if that's the case,
Don't waste time.
So how shall we do this, Dr. Supani?
Do you want me to have the election now or after agenda number 6?
Agenda number 6.
After
the
last
first. What is the
agenda first?
agenda 6?
Sorry?
Confirmation of the next host. Confirmation of next host and privileges for Acpes 2021.
Okay, and then we come back for election.
Yeah,
right?
election should be the last.
All right, okay. Because
sorry, Madam President, after the 6th agenda, I would like to ask for everyone to give opportunity for our guests to maybe they have some questions or they want to say something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So after
Yes.
the information about the next year conference, please, our guests, you have a chance to speak here. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
So now information. So we move to the information regarding Acpes 2021 first?
Yes,
correct?
Please. Yes.
Okay. So, Dr. Subrani?
Yeah. Can I move to agenda number 6, confirmation of the next host and privilege for Acpes 2021. First of all, I would like to call Dr. Sontaya to say something that why we postpone or move our conference until now, and then we cannot estimate when we can host our conference, and then we can let anybody to talk, and if some university would like to host for next year, so we have a chance to discussion about this. So Dr. Sontaya, please.
Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, as you know, okay, as you know, the crisis of the COVID-19 and the the world is under the pressure of meeting. So as you know, we cannot host the conference in this year because of many reasons. As now, the Thai government are not agree to host any conference, especially in my university, we cannot host in this year. But for the next year, if as I already know that Dr. Ko would like to be the host for the Acpes conference. For myself, I don't have any problem for Dr. Ko to host the conference. And I can jump to be host any years if you wish to accept my purpose to be the host. But for the next year, if anyone can host, happy to accept that. But if anyone don't want to be a host, I can host as well. But I need a time to prepare because I don't know now when and this month I can host. Maybe in the same months of this year, because at first I set in the about July, August to host the Acpes conference. And if everyone want me to host the conference, I can set maybe at the same time in the next year. I think this is all for me now can say, because until now I have no idea when I can host the conference in like a on-site or in the room. But we can find out if we can host in online, but I don't think it's work for the big conference. So thank you, Dr. Suprani, to give me a chance to talk.
All right. So I conclude that Dr. Sontaya still willing to host for Acpes next year in the same month, like September or August or September. But if anybody, any university would like to take opportunity to host Acpes for next year, he is also agree, and he will jump to another year. And before to let anybody to talk, I would like to ask Dr. Sontaya again that at the beginning you plan to have Acpes join with Acpes, right, this year?
Yes.
And then right now, Acpes also postponed, Acpes also postponed. And what do you think if next year you will still host Acpes? That means Acpes also attached on that conference or not?
I'm not sure now because we have to have 6 deans in sports science to have a meeting again, and maybe Budapest University will be the next chair in the 6 dean consortium. So I have to discuss with them again. Maybe Budapest University want to be a host for Acpes, or they want to SWU to host the Acpes conference. I have to discuss again. It's the same thing like the Acpes, because it takes turn every year.
Okay, thank you very much. So everybody clear that right now we are not sure that Acpes and Acpes will be joined together or not. If yes, it's same like a UPM host 2 years ago, right, Dr. Lian?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody clear about this. So now I give you the floor. Which university would like to host Acpes 2021 instead of Sri University, please?
Can I just say something?
Can I say?
Dr. Kuntek first.
Dr. Kong,
Who want to say just now?
Dr. Kuntek first.
Achara.
Yeah, you first.
Okay, Achara, you say, since you are, you know,
I'm a lady. You are the gentlemen will be later. So in my ideas, I think in Thailand we also still worried about the COVID-19 infections outbreak. So I'm not sure the Thailand's government, Thai government still around us to have the big events. Even in this year or next year, I think we will think about the outbreak situations. Even we haven't had the vaccine, we can do anything. We can do in the international mobilities, or we can touring from Thailand to other countries. I think we just plan. We can just plan to do in the organize the conference, but we can do the exactly the conference days or the next year for the conference. This is my idea.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kuntek.
Okay, so I agree. Sontia mentioned earlier. I think now there's just a lot of uncertainty. Even next year we are also not so sure. The conference will come in which form. But I think it's important whoever that's actually planning to really plan in two form. Like this year, I think UNES already doing a lot of conferences with the virtual conference, which is, I think probably you talk about conference. This will be something that's very certain for now. And early on, I think I also want to clarify that, I have some discussion, but I also understand that, to be fair to SWU, because SW already started the preparation since last year. So, if let's say SWU is willing to continue, to host the conference in 2021, then I think it's not fair for NTU to jump in and say we want to volunteer ourselves, because I remember much preparation work already done. So yeah, so even though we say that we may be interested, but I just want to hear, after hearing from Sontia, I think if SWU is willing to continue, then we will respect that our work that already done. Yeah,
so
thank
Dr. Santaya, are you still good to go for 2021?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay.
But as Achara said, we cannot say exactly when and what period of next year I can host, because if we don't have a second crisis, as we've already said, in Thailand, that the big wave is coming in maybe November or December this year. If in this December or November this year we don't have a second wave of COVID-19, we can say that when we can host the next conference in the next year. So at now, I can say that I'm willing to host the conference in next year, but I cannot say when at now.
Anybody want? Yes, Dr. Taniyo.
Thank you. Sorry to say for SW to Srinakarin Wirot, Mr. Sontaya, I hope if Su want to host the conference next year, please separate it from another conference. So I hope the Acpes conference should be conducted individually and not doing joint conference with other event. And I hope that today we can decide where the conference will be conducted, because it will be effect to lots of things. Also the funding from us, from our institution to join the conference. The funding should be decided this year for the next year conference. So I hope our discussion will be end with the conclusion that where the conference next year will be conducted. Thank you.
So, Dean Sontiya, as Dr. Taniyo said, do you think we can, as a SWU, do you think that we can have Acpes conference stand alone, or you still think that we have to join with access?
It's hard to say that we can separate or join because we have to discuss in the meeting of the faculty first, because I agree that to separate now and then in my faculty they don't agree with me. It's not right to say it right now, but as we know, at first we agreed to join the Acpes and Acpes together, and if we have to change to separate, as Dr. Taniyo said, I have to discuss with my committee in the faculty at first, and then if I convince them to agree with me to separate, then it's okay to separate the Acpes and the Acpes. But as Dr. Sumani, you already know that the 6th dean in the consortium, we take turn every year, and my turn will end in this year, and in the next year will be Burapha University. And if they want to host the Acpes, that means SWU doesn't need to host the Acpes, and then we only have Acpes to host the conference.
Yeah, but for the Acpes, I mean for the Dean PE and Sport Science and PE consortium, do they plan to have a meeting like this?
Yes, in next month, before the semester start.
I see.
And we already discussed with Dr. Nalupon, and he think about this as well, because it's his turn to host the conference.
I do not know if it's possible or not if SWU, I mean Dr. Sontiya talked to Dr. Nalupon that for Acpes, let Burapha University host, and Acpes we still host. I do not know the situation, you know, and then how we can conclude on this session, Dr. Taniyo or Dr. Kuntek, do you have any solution to let us know so we can make decision for Acpes conference next year? Dr. Kuntek, please.
Yeah, I can understand the problem Sontiya is actually facing, because he has to actually consult other people. It's not like decided by him. So it's also quite challenging for us to press on him to say, can you make a decision today? Because we need to recognize some of the work he already done. That's why I say if nothing has been done, NTU is prepared to actually take over. But I understand the work already done, you know, since this year. So I think that's why I actually wanted to respect that decision that, you know, if SWU can continue and would like to continue, then I will respect their decision. So perhaps one of the suggestions that I may offer is that, you know, maybe for Sontiya to find a time, you know, to confirm with the whatever people that he needs to confirm. And then, you know, you can then come back to us to you know, see how soon this thing can be done and with more certainty. And maybe as a council, whether what is your preference, you know, if your preference to say that, well, this conference has to be standalone, if that is what Taniyo and colleagues are actually looking for, then this has to be one of the condition, you know, for Sontiya to consider when he is actually talking to other people. You know where I'm coming from? So yeah, so that's my only suggestion I can offer. Thanks.
Oh, okay, thank you. Excuse me, may
Yes,
I
please.
have some suggestion? If I think if the Acpes have agreed together that this is organized. Every time if we have a conference, we should not join with any conference. If we have accept this, so I can have this word to propose in my meeting, in my board meeting, in the faculty. Then I can say that, okay, now the Acpes cannot join with any conference. So I can separate the conference by this agreement. Is okay? If I have this word and we have agreed together that the Acpes should not join with any conference.
Just before we take a vote, Dr. Subrani, I think I'm coming from UPM, very fresh, also combining two conferences. Not every university has the luxury of deciding that we want to carry on as far as, but sometimes your own university and your own country, because of certain things, like funding especially, if you have no money, you don't fund, you don't get to get any conference done, you know. And so sometimes we don't have the luxury of being able to split. So I think if Dr. Sontaya needs it, maybe for one-off we can do that. But to bar everybody else, you may find that some university end up not being able to do because they don't have funding, because Acpes didn't allow them to confirm. So I think we need to take a balance about this. But if we can help Dr. Santaya get out of sharing with ICSES, maybe that's what we need to think for next year. But I think to bar everybody else, we need to rethink that.
Yeah. Yes, a good lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I think so.
who will speak?
Yeah, I just want to share the idea. At the beginning of our Acpes that we are holding this conference, I think at the beginning is quite different from other conference that we have joined in international conference, because in our Acpes conference we have sharing the culture, sharing activity, or other thing that we have our own attribution, so that is different from other conference. That's why I agree with Dr. Teniyo that we just holding individually, but the fund is also important. Like Dr. Kok is said that UPM have done the conference that have joined with other conference together, but the condition that have is we have to follow the structure of the conference that we join together, right? So if the host can remain the nature of our Acpes conference, like we still sharing and have the course among the participants together, do activity together. The thing that we have, I think our students have close to each other and they are still keep in touch with each other with that activities. So like I join other conference is not Acpes. They just do the conference academic only. Even the coursing among the student or the lecturer is not appear that one. That one, why Acpes is have different from other conference. That's my idea. If we still keep remain this one, I think is really good. With that, why I also join other conference in other country, but the nature of the conference is really different from our Acpes. That's why we should be keep this one individually, like Dr. Teniyo said that. But if the condition is the host don't have the money to organize the conference, they will to find out the fund from other agency or other government or other thing. That one is that maybe we can solve this problem. Or if cannot do other thing like a UPM have done, UPM still keep the nature of Acpes during the activity. If maybe this one can be done, but just I want the host, next host, to keep the nature of our Acpes, to make our student and lecturer have the course and friendly, or keep leadership among them in the future. That's one really benefit for our student and our lecturer. This is my idea. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Alphonse. Any other suggestion?
Well,
Can I
can I propose the new style of the conference, because we can do the like a normal conference in this year or maybe in next year. So we can thinking beyond the normal Acpes conference that Dr. Tanyo did conduct in the international webinar conference. I think there is new style. Others international conference done like this. So we can think about if we can do in 2 years, during the 2 years, so we can stop the activity among the Acpes members. So we can do in other styles and others like the international webinar conference, maybe make the reduce is small conference, not big like other previous conference before. So we can think about the new style of conference. Others can do anything during the COVID outbreak. So that is my idea.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Achara. It will be a different one, but this year, so that we will have also this year, it will be online or webinar, and for the Achara to host in this conference. Very good if it will be this year.
So, what do you think? Ajahn Sathya, yeah. Yes, Tanyo.
Sorry, I think we already, all of us will already agree that this year conference just cancelled. So
postpone, not
cancel. Sorry. So and now we discussed about the conference on 2021.
Okay, that's still good. 2021 still okay.
Yeah, but
it's still online. We still
have
online because we cannot get travel.
Hello, please mute your microphone first, please, Rebecca, and then let the Dr. Tanyo talk first, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. We are now discuss about the 2021 conference, and in my opinion, on 2021 we have a chance to conduct the conference offline, not online anymore.
Well, probably if it is still okay, it's still okay to travel.
Okay.
Let me conclude like this. For the conference this year, we postpone, right? But if Dr. Sonthiya would like to have this year, maybe we can use online Acpes conference. That is another option. That does mean SWU host for Acpes conference 2020, but we use online. That is the option. And for the next year, 2021, if NIE or Dr. Kuntek would like to host Acpes conference offline, it means we go to Singapore. That is another way that we can do it. Anyway, I have to let Sonthiya think about this. If we can have Acpes conference this year online, because all of you know that within this year we could not make it offline, I'm sure. But next year I do not know also, but hopefully every country is open and we can go any place like Singapore, Malaysia, or whatever, so and so. Dr. Sonthiya, what do you think about this option? Or anybody think about this option? Online Acpes conference this year. Dr.
Okay,
Sonthiya.
thank you. It's not it doesn't have any problem to host the online conference. But as you know, online conference is just academic conference. We cannot do anything like culture exchange or some workshop, some activity that we can move a body. But if we focus on online conference, it's just talking and like observing. We cannot have any activity that we normally do in Acpes. So if we agree to have online conference, we have to think about this as well. So, but if one thing who choose host the online conference, it's okay to host the conference. It doesn't have any problem. That's all.
Can I jump in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, if I think I'm sensing that part of the enjoyment of coming conference is really the human to human interaction, culture exchange. If that is so, everybody is looking forward to. Let me just share with you now. Nobody will know when this day will come. That the border will open, and we know it's going to take some time. So first, if we are going to looking for those face-to-face contact type of conference, then my suggestion is there won't be any. This will not happen at least for this year. Probably next year. I'm not so sure. It's really depending on how fast the border is going to open. So then the suggestion probably will be it's not that Acpes cannot do anything. We can still run something, whether it's online. It may not be a big conference. As I keep on saying, there are a lot of those virtual sharing conferences that's going on. So if our position taken is that we want the member country to up whatever so-called knowledge that they have, we can still run some activity during this year and next year. And when things become clearer, that's where you start organizing this kind of face-to-face. If we are looking for the face-to-face style conference. On the other hand, we say no, we want this every 1 year, that kind of conference running. Then it's really depending on the situation. But I cannot wait until next year, then I start planning. To plan a conference, you need at least a year in advance. So now, I think as a council, you have to decide what kind of conference that you are looking forward. If you are looking that kind of face-to-face type of things, as I say, nobody will know. So when for example, if NTU is planning for 2021, the confirmation has to be from today. And when I'm planning, I need to have 2 modes. One mode is fully virtual. Another mode is the face-to-face type. Then which mode will come first is really depending on the country, that kind of each country, that kind of situation, because this part is really uncertain. But the planning will go ahead so that you're getting the abstract in, all these things, the work can actually start in advance. So then it's with a good understanding of everyone. So that will be my take. Thank you.
Dr. Kuntek, if NIE will host for Acpes conference next year, you assume to host in which month?
Ours will be first week of June. That will be the period that we can get more people. People is mainly local, so it's not like we're getting international people coming, because to run a conference, I think Lian already mentioned, you need some audience to come, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's the period they are looking for. But I'm just going back to the bigger picture that we talk about it, because we can't possibly just think about wanting to organize conference, but without recognizing this unpredictable factor, these COVID things, because that will have imposed some of the restriction to whoever is going to organize the conference. Thanks.
In this case, I can conclude like this for this topic. I think we will call the meeting again next month, only for the host Acpes conference. So which means I wait until Dr. Sonthia talked to the Acpes Dean. He said that maybe next month, right, Dr. Sonthia, to have a meeting.
Yes.
Do you know when for next month to have a meeting for your
in the third week of next month.
Third week of July, you will
Yes.
have a meeting with the dean for Acpes conference, right?
Right.
Okay. I think we will wait until Santaya finish his meeting by the third week of July, and I hope that we can call the meeting like this in the early September and no, early August again. In August, we call the meeting again and focus only the host conference 2021, only that agenda. I do not know that everybody agree with me or not.
I think
Okay,
that will be the
agree.
easiest one. Yeah. And I think maybe to help Dr. Sontaya, if because like Kuntek already acknowledged, I think if SWU is willing to go and already prepped to go, the only thing is if you think if Dr. Sontaya needs a letter to say that I think a letter by whoever is president after this is quite easily prepared, just to say that due to COVID nature, we may have to limit the number of participants, so it's not a good idea to combine two conferences together. That could already maybe help Dr. Sontaya only get Acpes with and not Acpes and Acpes together, sorry. Okay, so maybe next meeting would be best, Dr. Sontaya.
Yes, thank you very much. I still look at the calendar, and then I think the next meeting we will call the meeting again on Sunday, August 2nd. Everybody okay on Sunday? Is it available on Sunday?
No, I couldn't because I have the class on Sunday. Can I?
What time? No, I call a meeting on the 2nd. On the 2nd of August. Do you have a class already on the 2nd?
Yes. We start next month to start the class for Kasetsat University.
When do you start the class?
Well, it's my schedule will be on around 1. Yes, it's on 1 p.m. Yeah, it will be.
1 p.m.
Let me think. Let me check because
okay.
There is class.
How about any other? Okay, on the August 2nd.
I'm okay.
Okay.
The same time, and let Dr. Teniyo host for Zoom meeting like this.
Yeah.
Right now, I would like to call the meeting again. Focus about Acpes conference. Only one issue. On 2nd August 2020 via Zoom program. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So we will make decision on that day. And as Dr. Lian said, who will be a president for the election, I would like he or she write the letter support Dr. Sontaya that Acpes would like to host only Acpes conference, I mean stand alone the conference. We have to keep our culture. We have to keep our friendship, relationship like this. Okay? Everybody agree, right?
Okay, agree.
Thank you, Dr. Lian. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So before we go to the election, I would like Dr. Teniyo to let our friends say some words. But before to say some words, I would like to clarify our constitution for our guests. If you would like to become a membership, how you can become a membership? I will read the item number 6, membership. There shall be 2 categories of membership as follows. First, university membership. Only university in ASEAN countries are eligible to join as member universities. Secondly, affiliate membership. Universities, educational institutions, professional organizations, national sport federation within or outside ASEAN countries can join as affiliate member. Condition. First, members representing institute stated in letter the first or second membership must have at least 5 student participants in at least 2 consecutive conferences following, which those institutions can then be considered member of Acpes. Second, member institutions must have at least 5 student participants in every Acpes conference to continue enjoying privilege. That is our constitution. Thank you very much, Lian, to share the statement that I have said. You can see how you become a member from conditions member. All right, everybody, our guest. So now move to Dr. Teniyo to let our friends, our guests to say some words. Please, Dr. Teniyo. Thank you, Dr. Lian.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam President. I already invite some of friends from ASEAN and Indonesia to this meeting. And now I pleased to representative of Ton Duc Tang University, Vietnam, to deliver some speech. Please, Mr. Oliver Pham, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Oliver. I'm the Assistant Dean of Faculty of Sports Science, Ton Duc Tang University. And on the behalf of Faculty of Sports Science, I do the research. I search information about the Asian Council for Physical Education and Sport. I also read about responsibility, and our faculty really interesting to become a member of the Asian Council Physical Education and Sport. So now I would like, on the behalf of Faculty of Sports Science, I would like to ask for joining the Asian Council for Physical Education and Sport. Yeah, our faculty really enjoyed, really interesting to become the member of Acpes.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Oliver. Madam Secretary, would you please, you want to say something about this?
I think of course it's all welcome. Please bear in mind that this might be the last meeting I'm being secretary to also. So I mean, like we will send, maybe it'd be really great to have Vietnam. We haven't got any universities from Vietnam, but I think Dr. Sontaya or Dr. Ko will need to take note to make sure that Vietnam is coming to our next conference, and then we will have one more member country in Acpes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, okay, that's all, Mr. Oliver.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next, Miss Febriani from Solo, Universitas 11 Maret Solo, Indonesia. I think this is the second time Miss Febriana joined our meeting. Last year in UNES conference, Miss Febriani also joined in our meeting. Please, Miss Febriani.
Yes, thank you, Prof. Tanyo. Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Febriani, representative from Faculty of Sports, Universitas 11 Maret, Solo or Surakarta. Thank you for this opportunity, joining this valuable meeting for the Acpes. Basically, our faculty really interested in becoming the member of the Acpes. So we are preparing to join the conference for the next year. And actually this year we also prepare for this year, but unfortunately it's postponed. And yeah, but on the behalf of the dean, I would say thank you for the opportunity, and we are going to join the next conference. And one thing that I'm going to ask regarding the students, should they present something or just join the conference, Prof?
Madam or Madam President or Madam Secretary General?
Yeah, because we have to prepare our students to present something.
May I answer these questions? The student, at least 5 paper should be present.
So
it can come from a lecturer or from student, but the group from UNS should be have 5 paper to present.
5 papers. Okay. So not
but we
it can
hope,
be yes.
We hope it comes also from the student.
Oh, okay.
It will be good from the student.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think that's all, Prof. And we're really interested to join and become a member of the Acpes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Dr. Tedijo, let me interrupt for a while. Dr. Kunpek wrote some message to me that he will leave now and he would like to call the election for the next meeting. What do you think about this?
Yeah, can we get on, because I think you know, I know Prof. Tadiyo, this is unlimited time, is it?
Yeah.
Your this one, but I think some of your other friends, maybe can we get the election going first, then come back to those who are at the meeting, or you know, like maybe any specific questions they need.
How if we postpone the election? I think it's not good for all of us if we cannot concentrate in the event of the election. I think we can postpone the election.
So
I think it's, since Tanyo already invited the guests here, I think it's right to let them, you know, since already here, let them share and some question and election, because we are going to meet 1 more month, you know. So I think it's not like we can do it anyway. The board member has to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So which means you want me to carry on a president like this? I'm joking.
Yeah. You are doing a good job, you know.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. Please, for the board member, we should postpone the president election.
Yes.
We can discuss it further in our WhatsApp group and decide when we can have an election.
Okay, so maybe just before Dr. Ko needs to go, you say?
Let our friends, you know, listen. Let those people, the guests, you know, I will join. Until then, I think we will move the election for the next round. Then I will leave. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. So before let our guests say something, I would like to conclude like we will have a meeting on the 2nd of August. We have 2 agenda. First, for the Acpes conference next year, who will host, SWU or NIE. Secondly, election for the president and council board member. All right, for the next meeting. Okay, thank you. So continue, please, Dr. Tadiyo.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, for the next guest, please, from Universitas Negeri Medan, Medan State University. Please, Dr. Haryadi.
Okay, thank you. Venerable Dr. Suprani and Prof. Tandio. Good day, everyone. I am Haryadi from Faculty of Sport Science, Stats, University of Medan. I really appreciate this meeting and invitation to become we would like to coordinate with high university leader to take further activity in Acpes. I think like that. Thank you.
Welcome.
Good job.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Haryadi. Next one from UNESA, Surabaya State University. Please come, Mr. Dean, Mr. Dr. Setio Hartoto, please.
Okay, thank you, Professor. I'm Al Arda, and on behalf of the Dean of Surabaya State University, Mr. Setio Hartoto, I would like to express our gratitude and thanks for all of the board members of Asian Council of Physical Education and Sport for inviting us and join these opportunities. Well, basically last year, we have several students and also lecturers attended the conference in the UNES Semarang, and it was really a world-class conference since we have met several friends from Asian universities, and we would like to continue this conference, and we have put it as a annual agenda. So probably 2021, we definitely will come to the conference. And there are several messages which we will deliver and maybe ask for the board member. So the first from the Dean of Surabaya State University, the Asian Council Physical Education and Sport. And the second question, for the annual conference, 2021, if the conference will be held by the webinar, probably we will have more chances to cooperate, and Surabaya State University will be happily join and contribute to that conference. And then the third, is there any international journal which we publish on behalf of Asian Council of Physical Education of Sport? So even though there is no conference, probably the journal activity will be still part of the publication agenda and also the academic procedure of the board member. Thank you, Prof. Tandio.
Yeah,
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have an idea, Madam President. If SWU can conduct the conference online this year, so two of our guests can fulfill their involvement in the conference 2 times in a row. So from Solo and from Surabaya already join our conference last year. So if they want to be member, and this year they join the webinar conducted by SWU, then next year they already our member.
Yeah.
Because 2 years in a row they join in the conference.
Yes, but according to Dr. Sun, yeah, maybe we wait until next month, on August, so we make decision.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. We will pay attention for UNESA and UNS for their membership in our council. And about the journal, we still discuss about that, Mr. Ardi, and hopefully we will soon have a journal for from our council.
Council, yes.
Yeah. Okay, please, Madam President, if you want to give some.
Finish our guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Ardi, any other questions? You asked about the journal, right?
Yes, I think all of the question was answered very well, and thank you very much for the answer, Professor Tandio, and all of the board member.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So according to our agenda, we finished all our agenda, only the election for the board members. So we postpone to the next meeting.
Yeah.
Because now Achala is not here. Achala
Yeah.
are still here. Everybody is still here. So, Dr. Lien, any suggestion?
No, I think back to the same question. If everybody is here, are we ready to do election, or we still want to wait for the 10th? For the second.
Yeah, we still have another 15 minutes. We can do it now if we prefer to do it.
What about the rest? Do you want to do it today or want to wait for the second?
Dr. Kunte is still here, or he already left the meeting?
Oh, I think he's left.
Already left.
Yeah, that's why he said that we have to move on the 2nd of August.
Okay.
And
you just want to keep Dr. Suprani here, right? So.
And also for the online, actually that Dr. Suprani said that we postpone the Acpes conference, even online or offline in this year. I already canceled all my students so that if you make it online, I also don't have the student to present in this, even is online. That I just want to inform you. All right.
We postpone for everything we are done for today, Madam President, and we are only left with the next meeting on the 2nd.
Okay. So on behalf of Acpes Board Council members, I would like to say thank you very much all of you to attend our meeting today. And I hope that COVID-19 will gone very soon and we can meet each other face to face, only even in Thailand or any countries. Right now, I need time to fly already because I would like to go somewhere not in Thailand. I need to go Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, whatever.
What about Philippines?
Philippines, yes.
You are
Because
welcome in the Philippines.
we always stuck in our country, so we need to go somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Among ASEAN countries.
Also the same.
Looking forward to see all of you.
They also want to go out from the country.
You are invited here in our country, Philippines.
Okay, but you have more and more cases for COVID-19.
Okay, so maybe from Secretary to Vice President Prof. Tandio, I will probably need a copy of the recording. Can you get your staff to send it to me, please?
Yes.
So I hope to get the minutes for the next meeting.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you on the 2nd
Bye.
August.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care yourself. Take care yourself.
Take care, you too.
everyone.
Take care, sir.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Thank you, Dr. Tanio, for organize and conduct this
You are welcome.
conference. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tania.
I'm off now.
I hope to go to Semarang.
Please.